the president was tweeting yesterday, Google search results for Trump news shows only the viewing/reporting of fake news media. In other words, they have it rigged for me and others so that almost all stories and news is bad.
Dr. Stephen Andrus, who teaches at the Fowler College of Business at San Diego State, joining us on the KOGO News Live line. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So, does Trump have a point? Are these results skewed, or is he on the wrong path here?
In a word, he's on the wrong path, but interesting that you chose the word skewed. The results are always going to have some sort of algorithmic bias, simply because we don't want Google to be an alphabetical list of websites. If you are of an age like myself that remembers what yellow pages are like, every plumber was listed as AAA plumbing because they wanted to be at the first page of that list, and then somebody was quadruple A plumbing. So there's got to be something other than alphabetical on how we rank these searches. Political bias would be a really horrible way to rank these search results. Number one, someone's going to have to categorize all these sites into different buckets based on their political ideology. And there's no magic chart about where these sites go into. So you can imagine the sort of hiring fest that a search engine would need to do to hire all of these political science students to categorize all these sites just to list them in some sort of rigged or skewed order. And it doesn't actually generate profit for them. So at the end of the day, even if we don't know the exact search algorithm, you can say, we know Google wants to maximize profits. This wouldn't maximize their profits. What they want is to show you the most relevant results based on hundreds and maybe even 1,000 different data points within those search results.
So how does a Google search really work? Because to some of us, it's like magic. It's, Sure. I'm going to Google this and I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to move on with my life. And it just makes life easier.
Absolutely. And one thing that's really important to know that you wouldn't necessarily know unless you were really in the field is you don't get the same outputs for the same inputs that go into a Google search. So it may seem just, of course, if I type in banana, I'm going to get the same results as my mom that's in Florida. But you absolutely do not. Your Google search results will change per person, per time of day, per machine that you're on, because the algorithm is constantly trying to tweak things. So I'll give you an example. You type in banana, I give you 5 results for banana. If you don't click any of them and you go to that second page of results, now the algorithm's learned, LaDona doesn't like these 5 banana results, so I'm not going to show them in the future. But that's not an input that Ted had. So there might be different results for different people. Now, a little bit about that study that was conducted. That was just 2 reporters working at a conservative blog that was later picked up by Lou Dobbs, and that's where the president saw it. So it's not really a scientific study that says 96% of the sites are left-leaning. It's just 2 reporters' experiences one evening when they happen to be writing a story.
All right, so that does make that is interesting. It's still very technical for those of us who
are non-technical,
who are non-techie people. But thanks for breaking it down for us, Doctor. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks a lot.
All right. Have a